The first meeting. In a bustling space station, lights flickered and colorful ships flew in and out like shooting stars. Humans and aliens mingled everywhere, trading goods and stories. The air was thick with the smell of strange foods and the sound of different languages. Among the crowd was a young human boy named Alex. He was adventurous and curious about everything, especially the aliens he had only read about in books. One day, while exploring the market area, Alex spotted an alien girl standing alone. She had bright green skin that shimmered under the station's lights and large, curious eyes that sparkled with curiosity. Her long, flowing hair looked like it was made of soft, colorful threads. Alex felt a pull to her, a mix of curiosity and excitement. Gathering his courage, Alex approached her. "Hi, I'm Alex," he said, his voice a little shaky. The alien girl turned to him, surprised. She hadn't expected a human to come up to her. "Greetings, human. I am Zora," she replied, her voice melodic and smooth. Alex smiled, feeling a connection forming between them. "What are you doing here all alone?" he asked, glancing around at the busy market filled with people and strange creatures. Zora looked around, her expression a mix of awe and confusion. "I am exploring your world," she said slowly. "It is very different from mine." Alex nodded, understanding. He thought about how strange everything must seem to her. As they talked, Zora pointed at a nearby stall selling glowing fruits. "What are those?" she asked, tilting her head in wonder. Alex laughed. "Those are called star fruits. They taste sweet and a bit like candy." He picked one up and took a bite, showing her how it sparkled in his mouth. Zara watched, her eyes wide. "Can I try?" she asked, her voice filled with excitement. Alex handed her a fruit, and she took a small bite. Her face lit up with delight. "This is amazing," she exclaimed, a big smile on her face. Alex felt a rush of joy seeing her reaction. They spent the next few minutes trying different foods from the stalls, laughing and sharing stories about their worlds. Zara told Alex about her home planet, where the sky was purple and the trees sang songs. In return, Alex shared tales of Earth, explaining the beauty of oceans and mountains. Suddenly, a loud noise interrupted their fun. A group of rough-looking aliens entered the market, pushing people aside as they walked. Their eyes glinted with mischief, and Alex felt a shiver run down his spine. Zara noticed the change in his expression. "What is wrong?" she asked, concern in her eyes. "I think we should go," Alex said, his heart racing. He could feel trouble brewing. Zara nodded, but she was still curious about the new arrivals. "Stay close to me," Alex whispered as they moved away from the stall. They watched as the rough aliens caused chaos, making the once cheerful market feel tense and scary. But in that moment, Alex and Zara's connection grew stronger. They realized they had to rely on each other. The first meeting was filled with wonder, laughter, and a hint of danger, setting the stage for an adventure that neither of them could have imagined. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of their journey together, a journey that would challenge their worlds and change their lives forever. Differences in culture. After their first meeting, Alex and Zara felt a special bond. They agreed to meet again the next day at the same spot in the market. As Alex arrived, he was excited to see her again. Zara was already there, her green skin glowing in the bright lights of the space station. She waved at him, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Good morning, Alex," she said, bouncing slightly on her feet. "Today, I want to learn more about your culture." Alex grinned. "That sounds great. Let's go to the Earth section of the market. There are lots of interesting things there." As they walked through the bustling market, Alex pointed out different stalls. "This is where we sell our clothing," he said, gesturing to a colorful stall filled with t-shirts and jeans. Zora looked closely at the clothes, her eyes wide with curiosity. "Why do you wear such strange things?" she asked, tilting her head. "In my culture, We wear fabrics that change color based on our mood. Alex chuckled, imagining Zara's colorful clothes. That sounds amazing. But these help protect us from the weather. It can get really cold on Earth. Zara frowned, clearly confused. Cold. What is that? Alex paused. Cold is when the temperature drops and it feels uncomfortable. We need warm clothes to protect ourselves. Zara nodded but still looked puzzled. On my planet, we have only one temperature. It is always warm and pleasant. As they moved on, they stopped at a stall selling Earth food. Alex picked up a hot dog and took a big bite. This is a hot dog. It's one of my favorite foods, he said, wiping his mouth with his sleeve. Zara wrinkled her nose. What is that? She asked. It looks strange. Alex laughed. It's made of meat, bread, and toppings. You should try it. He offered her a piece. Cautiously, Zara took a small bite. Her eyes widened. This is very different, she exclaimed. It is salty and chewy. Do you not have meat on your planet? Alex asked, surprised. No, we eat fruits and plants mostly, Zara replied. Animals are friends to us. This shocked Alex. Friends? We eat animals for food. Zara looked taken aback. How can you eat your friends? She asked, her voice filled with concern. Alex felt uncomfortable. I guess it's just how we live. It's normal for us. As they continued exploring, they came across a performance area. A group of humans was dancing and singing. Zara was fascinated. Why do they do that? She asked, watching them closely. Dancing is a way for us to express our feelings and have fun, Alex explained. It makes us happy. On my planet, we sing songs to celebrate important events, Zara said. But we do not dance like this. Alex smiled. We should try dancing together. Zara laughed. I would love to. They joined the crowd, and while Alex danced with joy, Zara moved gracefully, her body flowing like water. They both felt happy, even though their styles were different. As they took a break, they sat on a bench, catching their breath. It's amazing how different our cultures are, Zara said, her eyes thoughtful. But I like learning about yours. Me too, Alex replied. Even if we are different, we can still have fun together. They realized that despite their differences, their friendship was growing stronger. They were excited to learn more about each other and explore the world together. Each new discovery made their bond deeper, setting the stage for many more adventures to come. Learning about each other. The next day, Alex and Zara met again in the bustling market of the space station. This time, both were eager to learn more about each other's worlds. Alex had a bright smile on his face as he waved to Zara, who looked excited in her colorful outfit that shimmered like the stars. Hi, Zara. Ready for another adventure? Alex asked, bouncing on his feet. Yes, I want to learn everything about humans today, Zara replied enthusiastically. Great. Let's find a quiet spot where we can talk, Alex suggested. They walked to a small area filled with strange plants from different planets, creating a peaceful atmosphere away from the noise of the market. Once they settled on a bench surrounded by bright flowers, Alex took a deep breath. Okay, let's start with something simple. What do you want to know about humans? Zara thought for a moment, her large eyes studying him. I want to know more about your body. You humans are so different from us. Alex chuckled, feeling a little shy. All right. Well, humans have 2 arms, 2 legs, and we breathe air. Our bodies are built to walk, run, and climb. Zara nodded, fascinated. And what about the things that are hidden? Like, what's between your legs? She asked curiously, her head tilting to the side. Alex blushed, surprised by her directness. That's a private part of the body. It's different for everyone, and we usually don't talk about it openly. Zara looked puzzled. Why not? On my planet, we are open about our bodies. We believe they are just parts of who we are. Alex scratched his head. trying to explain. Well, on Earth, many people feel shy about discussing certain things. It's part of our culture. Zara frowned slightly. That's strange. I think it's important to understand our bodies. They help us connect with others. Feeling a bit more comfortable, Alex nodded. I see your point. It's good to talk about our differences. It helps us understand each other better. Zara smiled, happy to see Alex was open to her ideas. What about feelings? How do humans express them? Alex thought for a moment. Humans have many feelings: happiness, sadness, anger, love. We show our feelings through words, actions, and sometimes art, like music and dance. Art, Zara echoed, intrigued. What is that? Art is a way to express what we feel. It can be a painting, a song, or even a story, Alex explained. For example, when I'm happy, I like to draw or dance. It makes me feel better. I understand, Zora exclaimed. On my planet, we share stories through songs. We sing about our adventures and dreams. Can you sing me one of your songs? Alex asked, eager to hear more about her culture. Zara hesitated for a moment, but then nodded. She took a deep breath and began to sing a beautiful melody. The song told the story of her home planet, the warm sun, and the friends she cherished. Alex listened, mesmerized by her voice and the emotions behind the words. When she finished, Alex clapped. That was amazing. You have a beautiful voice. Zora blushed, pleased with his compliment. Thank you. And what about you? Do you sing? Not really, Alex admitted, chuckling. I can't sing as well as you, but I love music. It makes me feel alive. They spent the next hour sharing stories about their families, traditions, and favorite foods. Zara learned about Earth holidays like Christmas and Halloween, while Alex was fascinated by Zora's planet's celebrations, which involved colorful lights and dancing under the stars. As they shared, Alex and Zara realized how much they could learn from each other. Their differences brought them closer, and they felt excited about their growing friendship. Every moment spent together opened a new door to understanding and fun, deepening the connection that had started with their first meeting. A special bond. As days turned into weeks, Alex and Zara met almost every day in the busy market of the space station. Each meeting brought new adventures and deeper conversations. Their friendship blossomed like the bright flowers surrounding them. They began to understand each other's cultures more, and with every shared experience, their bond grew stronger. One sunny afternoon, they decided to visit a park area filled with soft grass and colorful trees. Zora looked around in wonder, her eyes wide with excitement. This place is beautiful. I have never seen anything like it on my planet. Alex smiled proudly. This is one of my favorite spots. It's peaceful and perfect for talking. They found a quiet spot under a large tree and sat down on the soft grass. Can I show you something special? Alex asked, a twinkle in his eye. Of course. What is it? Zara replied, leaning forward with curiosity. Alex pulled out a small, shiny object from his pocket. This is a human toy called a frisbee. We throw it back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. Zora giggled, intrigued. How does it work? Alex demonstrated by tossing the frisbee into the air. It spun and glided gracefully before landing softly on the grass. See, you just throw it and catch it. Zora clapped her hands. Let me try. She picked up the frisbee, her eyes focused. With a swift motion, she threw it, but it soared too high and landed in a nearby tree. Oh no, Alex laughed. Don't worry, that happens sometimes. Determined, Zara ran to retrieve the frisbee. As she climbed a tree, Alex watched in amazement. She moved like a dancer, graceful and confident. When she finally retrieved the frisbee, she beamed with pride. I did it. You were amazing. Alex cheered. They continued to play together, tossing the frisbee back and forth, laughing and enjoying each other's company. With every throw, Their connection deepened. As they played, Zora paused and looked at Alex thoughtfully. "What do humans do for fun on special occasions?" she asked. Alex's face lit up. "We have many celebrations. For my birthday, we have parties with friends, cake and games. It's a time to be happy and spend time with loved ones." Zora's eyes sparkled with interest. "What is cake?" "It's a sweet dessert made of flour, sugar, and eggs," Alex explained. "It comes in many flavors, and we often put candles on top. When we blow out the candles, we make a wish." "That sounds wonderful. We should celebrate your birthday together," Zora said excitedly. "Definitely. When is it?" she asked. "It's in a few months. I can't wait to share it with you," Alex replied, feeling grateful to have her in his life. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the park, Zora turned serious. "Alex, I feel like we are becoming more than just friends. You understand me in ways others don't." Alex nodded, his heart swelling with emotion. "I feel the same way, Zora. You make me see the world differently. I love our time together." Zora smiled softly. "In my culture, we value deep connections. I think our bond is special, no matter how different we are." As they sat under the tree, the sky turning from orange to deep purple, Alex realized that their friendship was unlike anything he had ever experienced. It was a connection built on trust, laughter, and understanding. They both knew that they had created something beautiful, a friendship that bridged two worlds. With every moment spent together, their special bond became stronger, paving the way for many more adventures to come. They felt excited and hopeful for what the future would bring, together in their own unique way. Trouble in Paradise. One bright day, Alex and Zora were playing in the park, enjoying their time together. They tossed the frisbee back and forth, laughing and sharing stories. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Everything felt perfect. Suddenly, the cheerful atmosphere changed. A loud noise echoed through the park. Alex and Zora stopped playing and looked towards the source of the sound. A group of rough-looking aliens had entered the park, their faces twisted into sneers. They were tall and intimidating, with dark scales and fierce eyes that glared at everyone around them. "What's happening?" Zora asked, her voice filled with worry. "I don't know," Alex replied, his heart racing. "Let's stay close to each other." The group of aliens moved through the park, pushing people aside. They seemed to be looking for trouble. Alex felt a shiver run down his spine as he noticed the fear in the eyes of other park visitors. One of the aliens pointed at Zora. "Look at that green girl. What is she doing here?" he shouted, laughing cruelly. The others joined in, their laughter echoing in the tense air. Zora shrank back, her confidence fading. "Maybe we should leave, Alex," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "No, we can't let them scare us," Alex replied, trying to sound brave. "We have to stand together." He felt a mix of fear and determination. He wanted to protect Zora. As the aliens approached, Alex noticed that they were blocking the exit. Panic surged within him. What do they want? He thought, gripping the frisbee tightly. One of the aliens stepped forward, towering over Alex. "What are you doing with that alien?" he growled. "You think you can be friends with her? She doesn't belong here." Alex took a deep breath. "She's my friend. It doesn't matter where we come from," he said, his voice steady despite the fear inside him. The alien laughed mockingly. "Friends? You're wasting your time. She is different, and different is weak." The others jeered, their laughter cutting through the air. Zora looked up at Alex, her eyes wide with fear. She had never faced anything like this before. "Alex, I don't want any trouble," she said softly. Alex felt anger rising inside him. He refused to let them intimidate her. "You don't know anything about her," he shouted, standing tall beside Zora. "She is brave and strong, and she means a lot to me." The leader of the aliens sneered. You think you can change what people think. You think they will accept you both. Zara felt a mix of emotions, fear, anger, and sadness. I came here to learn, to make friends, she said, her voice rising. But if you cannot accept me, then that is your problem, not mine. The group of aliens seemed taken aback. They hadn't expected Zara to speak up. For a moment, the air was silent, the tension thick. Then the leader scoffed. You think you can just stand there and talk back? We will show you what happens to outsiders. He raised his hand, and the others moved closer, ready to cause trouble. Feeling a surge of bravery, Alex took a step forward, blocking Zara from view. You can't scare us. We will stand together, no matter what. Suddenly, the park security arrived, seeing the commotion. The guards were big and strong, and they quickly surrounded the troublemakers. What's going on here? One of them shouted. The rough aliens backed off, realizing they were outnumbered. Nothing. We were just leaving, the leader said, his bravado fading. As the security took control of the situation, Alex and Zara felt a wave of relief wash over them. They had faced danger together, and their bond had only grown stronger. Thank you for standing up for me, Zara said, her voice trembling slightly. Alex smiled softly, still feeling the adrenaline rush. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. You're my friend, and friends protect each other. The big moment. The days that followed the trouble in the park were filled with excitement and anticipation. Alex and Zara had grown closer than ever, their bond strengthened by the challenges they had faced together. As the time for Alex's birthday approached, he felt a mix of happiness and nervousness. He wanted to make this day special, not just for himself, but for Zara as well. One sunny morning, they met in the park, and Alex could hardly contain his excitement. Zara, my birthday is tomorrow. I want to celebrate it with you and show you how we do things on Earth. Zara's eyes lit up. I can't wait. What do we do? Alex grinned, feeling the surge of energy. We'll have cake, games, and music. It will be so much fun. Zara nodded enthusiastically. And I can bring something from my planet too. I want to share my culture with you. Perfect. Alex replied, thrilled by the idea. We'll make it a big celebration. The next day, Alex woke up early, filled with excitement. He rushed through his morning routine and decorated his home with colorful streamers and balloons. He had invited a few close friends, hoping they would enjoy meeting Zara. When Zara arrived, she carried a basket filled with colorful fruits from her planet. I brought these for the celebration. They are sweet and delicious, she said, her eyes shining with happiness. Wow! They look amazing, Alex exclaimed, feeling grateful for her thoughtfulness. Let's set everything up. As the guests began to arrive, Alex introduced Zara to his friends. At first, they were curious and a little hesitant. But Zara's warm smile and kind nature quickly won them over. They were fascinated by her stories of her home planet and her adventures. Soon, it was time for the cake. Alex's mother brought out a beautiful chocolate cake with lit candles on top. The room fell silent as everyone turned to Alex, who felt the excitement in the air. Make a wish, his mother encouraged. Alex closed his eyes tightly, wishing for another year filled with adventures and friendship. When he opened them, he took a deep breath and blew out the candles. Cheers erupted, and everyone clapped and sang. Happy birthday. Zara clapped her hands with joy, her eyes sparkling. This is wonderful. I love the energy. After cutting the cake, they all enjoyed slices, savoring the rich chocolate flavor. Zara took a bite of the cake and her face lit up. This is incredible. You must teach me how to make this. Absolutely. Alex laughed, enjoying her excitement. And I can't wait to try your fruits. After dessert, it was time for games. They played tag, danced to music, and even tried some of the alien games Zara had introduced. One game involved balancing colorful round balls on their heads while walking. a challenge that made everyone laugh. Zara showed great skill, impressing everyone with her balance. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the party, Zora took Alex aside. "Thank you for sharing your birthday with me. It means a lot." Alex smiled, feeling grateful. "Thank you for being my friend and for bringing your amazing culture into my life." Then, in a moment that felt magical, they shared a soft gaze. Zara's heart raced as she felt a connection deeper than friendship. "Alex, I think you are very special," she said softly. Alex's face turned a light shade of pink. "I feel the same about you, Zara." As the party continued around them, they shared stories and laughter, but in that moment, they realized that their feelings were growing. It was a moment of understanding and a hint of something more. The night ended with hugs and promises to meet again. As Alex watched Zora walk away, he felt a warm feeling in his chest. He knew that this birthday was not just about cake and games. It was the beginning of a new chapter in their friendship, filled with possibilities. They were ready to face whatever came next, together, understanding each other. The days after Alex's birthday were filled with laughter and warmth. The celebration had brought Alex and Zora closer, and their feelings for each other began to blossom. They spent every free moment together, exploring the space station and learning more about each other's lives. One afternoon, they decided to visit a quiet spot by the station's observation deck. From there, they could see the stars twinkling in the vastness of space. Zara leaned against the railing, her eyes wide with wonder. "Look at all the stars. On my planet, we have many, but this feels different. It's beautiful." Alex smiled, enjoying her excitement. "It really is. Each star is like a sun for different worlds. Some might even have life like us." Zara turned to Alex, curiosity lighting up her eyes. "What is it like to live on Earth? What do you do every day?" Alex took a deep breath, thinking about his life. "Well, I go to school, hang out with friends, and play sports. I like to play soccer and ride my bike, and I spend time with my family. It's pretty normal stuff." "Normal?" Zara asked, tilting her head. "What does that mean?" "It means it's what most people do every day," Alex explained. "But I also love to explore. I enjoy discovering new things, especially with you." Zara smiled, her heart warming at his words. "I feel the same. I love exploring this place with you. It makes me feel alive." Feeling bold, Alex asked, "What about you? What is life like on your planet?" Zara paused, thinking carefully. "On my planet, we focus on harmony with nature. We live in large communities and grow our own food. We sing songs, tell stories, and celebrate together. It is peaceful and simple." Alex listened intently. "That sounds wonderful. I would love to visit your planet someday." Zora's face brightened. "And I would love to show you. But you might be surprised. We don't have technology like this space station. We rely on nature." "Really? That's so interesting," Alex exclaimed. "I can't imagine living without technology, but I think it would be nice to be close to nature." "Yes, we have many plants and animals. They are our friends. We respect them," Zora said, her eyes shining with passion. "It is important to understand all living things." Alex nodded. "That makes sense. We should respect nature more on Earth. Sometimes we forget how important it is." Zara smiled softly. "Maybe you can teach me about your technology, and I can teach you about nature. We can learn from each other." "I'd love that," Alex replied, feeling excited. "It's amazing how much we can learn from each other." As they stood together, gazing at the stars, Alex felt a sense of peace wash over him. They were two different beings from different worlds, yet they shared a connection that felt unbreakable. Suddenly, Zara turned serious. "Alex, do you ever feel like you don't belong? Like you are different from everyone else?" Alex hesitated, then nodded slowly. "Sometimes I feel that way, especially when people don't understand my dreams or interests. But being with you makes me feel accepted." Zara took his hand gently. "I feel the same. On my planet, I was different too. But here, I feel understood." In that moment, they both realized how similar their feelings were, despite their different backgrounds. They had both faced challenges and loneliness. But together, they found comfort and understanding. As the stars twinkled above, they made a silent promise to support each other. Their friendship was more than just fun. It was about understanding, acceptance, and growth. They knew they were building a connection that would help them both navigate the worlds they came from, together, working together. As the days passed, Alex and Zara found themselves spending more and more time together. Their friendship deepened, and they began to explore their differences, not just through conversation, but also through action. They decided it was time to work together on a special project that combined their cultures. One sunny afternoon, while sitting in their favorite park, Alex turned to Zara with an idea. "What if we create something together, something that shows both our worlds?" Zara's eyes lit up with excitement. "That sounds amazing, but what should we create?" "How about a garden?" Alex suggested. "We can mix earth plants with the fruits and flowers from your planet. It will be a symbol of our friendship." Zara clapped her hands with joy. "Yes, a garden will be beautiful. We can learn from each other while we work." The next day, they set out on their project. They gathered materials from the market: soil, pots, seeds, and plants. Alex showed Zara how to prepare the soil for planting, while she shared stories about her planet's unique plants and how they grew. "This plant is called a sunflower on Earth," Alex explained, holding up a bright yellow seed. "It needs lots of sunlight and water. It grows tall and strong, just like how we want our friendship to grow." Zara smiled, nodding. "On my planet, we have a plant that glows at night. It lights up the garden when the sun goes down. I think it will look amazing next to your sunflowers." As they worked side by side, their laughter filled the air. They planted seeds and watered the soil, each taking turns sharing stories about their lives. Alex learned about the festivals on Zara's planet, where the sky was filled with colorful lights, while Zara enjoyed hearing about Earth's sports and music. After hours of planting and talking, they stepped back to admire their work. The small garden was a mix of vibrant colors and shapes. It represented both of their worlds, and they felt proud. "This is just the beginning," Zara said, her eyes shining. "We can add more plants as we learn about each other." "I agree. Let's make it a tradition. We can meet here every week to take care of it and add new plants," Alex suggested. "Yes, I love that idea," Zara replied, feeling a sense of joy in her heart. As the weeks passed, they continued to work on their garden. Each visit brought new plants and flowers. They discovered that Zara's glowing plant thrived alongside Alex's sunflowers, creating a stunning display that attracted everyone's attention. Visitors to the park often stopped to admire their work. One day, while watering the plants, Zara turned to Alex. "Do you think others will understand our friendship?" Alex thought for a moment. "I hope so. We can show them that different cultures can come together and create something beautiful." "That's a great idea. We should invite our friends to see the garden," Zara exclaimed. "They will see how wonderful it is when we work together." With renewed energy, they planned a small gathering. They invited their friends and prepared a little party in the garden. When the day arrived, the park buzzed with excitement. As their friends arrived, Alex and Zara shared the story of their garden. They explained how it symbolized their friendship and the beauty of combining their cultures. Everyone was amazed at the colorful plants and the glowing flowers. At the end of the day, as the sun set and the garden glowed softly, Alex and Zara stood side by side, looking at their creation. They felt a deep sense of accomplishment and pride in what they had built together. "Look at what we've done," Alex said softly. Zara smiled, her heart full. Yes, we've created more than just a garden. We've built a bridge between our worlds. In that moment, they realized that their friendship was not just a bond between two people, but a powerful symbol of understanding and collaboration that could inspire others. They were excited to continue working together, knowing that they were capable of creating something truly special. A bright future. As time passed, Alex and Zara's friendship blossomed even further. Their garden had become a beautiful symbol of their bond, attracting more visitors and inspiring others to appreciate the beauty of diversity. Every week, they tended to the plants, shared stories, and laughed together. Their connection was growing deeper, and they both felt excited about what the future held. One sunny afternoon, as they sat on a bench in their garden, Zora looked around at the colorful flowers and plants. "I can't believe how much our garden has grown. It's so beautiful," she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. Alex smiled, feeling proud of what they had accomplished together. "It really is, and it's amazing how many people come to see it now. They love to learn about our plants and our friendship." Zora nodded enthusiastically. "Maybe we can teach them about both of our cultures too. We could have workshops here, showing people how to grow earth plants and share stories from my planet." "That's a great idea," Alex replied, his face lighting up. "We can invite our friends to help out. It could be a fun way to bring everyone together." The thought of a community workshop filled them with excitement. They spent the next few days planning the event, creating flyers, and spreading the word among their friends. On the day of the workshop, the garden buzzed with energy. People from all over the space station arrived, eager to learn and participate. Alex and Zara stood at the front, feeling a mix of nerves and happiness. "Welcome, everyone," Alex called out, his voice strong. "Today, we're going to share our love for gardening and learn from each other." Zara stepped forward, her heart racing. "And we will tell you stories about our cultures. Let's celebrate our differences together." As they began the workshop, Alex demonstrated how to care for the earth plants, while Zara shared the stories of her glowing plants and their significance on her planet. The audience was captivated, asking questions and eagerly participating. Children laughed as they planted seeds, while adults shared tips on gardening. The garden was alive with chatter, laughter, and the joy of learning. Alex and Zara moved among the groups, helping and encouraging everyone. After a few hours of planting and storytelling, they gathered everyone for a closing circle. "Thank you all for coming," Alex said, feeling a sense of accomplishment. "We hope you enjoyed learning about our cultures and gardening together." Zara smiled brightly. "This garden belongs to all of us now. Let's continue to care for it and learn from one another." As people began to leave, many expressed their gratitude. "This was amazing. We learned so much," one of the adults said. A group of children asked if they could come back to help water the plants every week. Alex and Zara exchanged glances, their hearts swelling with pride. "Of course," Zara said with a smile. "You are all welcome here anytime." As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the garden, Alex and Zara sat on their favorite bench, tired but happy. "I can't believe how many people came today," Alex said, still buzzing from the excitement. "We really made a difference." "Yes, we did," Zara replied, her voice filled with joy. "And this is just the beginning. Imagine what else we can create together." In that moment, they both felt a strong sense of hope for the future. They knew that their friendship could inspire others to embrace diversity and work together for a better world. "I believe we can do anything if we stick together," Alex said confidently. Zara nodded. "And we will. Our garden is just the start. We can create more spaces for understanding and friendship." As they looked out at their beautiful garden, they knew their journey was far from over. They had built something special, and the future was bright. Together, they were ready to face any challenges that lay ahead, knowing that with teamwork, friendship, and understanding, they could create a world filled with harmony and love.